May 1974 English Senior Dictation. Ready? Start. Sir, I am sure that every honorable member will share with me the sense of relief that this long debate is coming to an end. I did not want to make any long speech, but in view of the speech of the leader of the opposition, in spite of the fact that my health does not permit it, I have to meet certain points which have been made on the floor of the House. We have been in office now for nearly a year, and the honorable members of this House are entitled to sit in judgment over our achievements and failures. Sir, I have been trained in such a way that I take these criticisms in an objective spirit. I have always welcomed points made against me or against the government. Even though a stab come from my back also, I did not take objection to it. Of course, that honorable member should have thought twice before making that speech. I am not going to deal with it at length, but I want to mention this merely for the purpose of showing that I always welcome criticism. During this period of 1 year, I am not prepared to say, as far as I am concerned, that nobody else could have done better under the circumstances. I am occupying this position, if you will permit me to say so, by mere accident. I am sure that there are so many members here who could have done better, but I can make the claim not only on my behalf but on behalf of my colleagues also, that we have tried to do our best in the best interest of the state. Now the father of the nation had been telling us that the means were also as important as the ends. If we are true followers of the father of the nation, we cannot establish democracy through dictatorship. When we have adopted parliamentary democracy, it is inevitable that we must have some party government. But though this is a party government, it should not be a government for the party. If the government begins to function for the party, it is really not good for the party itself. Now the debate was mainly concentrated on famine. It is true that we are passing through a very difficult period and the people are really undergoing suffering. The only thing that we have to see is in what way relief can be given to these people. In dealing with this problem of famine, our only desire was to save the people of this state by giving them the necessary relief. In spite of that, allegations have been made that we have discriminated between region and region. But as far as this matter is concerned, our conscience is quite clear. As finance minister, I was very well aware of the expenditure which was from time to time sanctioned for the purpose of meeting expenditure. We were in no way concerned with the question whether the area was in the south or in the north or in the middle. The only thing we were concerned with was where the distress was more and where greater relief was needed. I hope that we will have normal conditions next year, so that the people who have been suffering for the last so many years will get some sort of relief, because whatever relief is now provided by the government goes only to a certain extent to relieve the distress. But the real life comes only when normal conditions are resorted. Bombay, 1st March 1960. From the Secretary, Maharashtra Legislature, Bombay to the Secretary, Mysore Legislature, Bangalore. Sir, I am directed to state that arrangements for the conference to be held in Bombay are being made as under. The conference of the presiding officers symposium and the conference of secretaries are proposed to be held in the conference hall in the legislators' hostel. I am to inform you that accommodation for all the guests will be provided in the legislators' hostel in sector number 9. We are trying to provide as many facilities as possible in the hostel. It has been directed that all the presiding and deputy presiding officers should be treated as state guests. The others will be charged at moderate rates for both boarding and lodging. The rates will be communicated to you shortly. As sufficient number of government cars are not available, it is regretted that it will not be possible to provide separate cars for the deputy presiding officers. We therefore request that 2 deputy presiding officers may share a car between themselves. Arrangements for minibuses are being made in order to enable secretaries and other officers and also the members of the families of presiding officers to move about the city for shopping and other purposes. I shall be obliged if you could furnish the details at an early date so as to enable this office to make necessary arrangements. Yours faithfully.